In this second part of our series, we're reflecting on how to grow as a church in welcoming our friends who have disabilities. Let me share some statistics with you. 2 in 7 American families include at least one family member with a disability, and that's ranging from autism to Alzheimer's. 84% of adults with disabilities say that faith is important to them, and 52% of adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities say that they don't attend church. That presents a great opportunity for us because it means that if we make our church a welcoming place to people, there's a ripe harvest of people who are ready to hear the gospel and share community with us and grow together in their faith. So, sure, making connections can be challenging, but we don't need to be intimidated. Communicating with people of different abilities is not something that has to be hard. The ways we communicate are not a barrier to God, so they don't need to be a barrier to us because we have the power of the Holy Spirit to help us.
Yeah, I have spinal muscular atrophy, which is one of the diseases that the Muscular Dystrophy Association covers. It's a genetic disease that affects my nervous system, and essentially the nerves are slowly dying. I think everybody at Plymouth is pretty friendly and pretty outgoing, willing to help you out if you need help. I think the biggest challenge would be I don't speak very loud because my disabilities affects my lungs, and so I can't speak up much. So if you're in a loud environment, I can't really communicate very often or very easily, and it makes it difficult. A lot of people maybe think you're just don't want to talk to people or whatever it is, but it does make communication harder. People can't hear you and don't understand what you need help with or what you're trying to communicate to them. Well, the other thing is I can't shake somebody's hand. So a lot of people come up to shake your hand and you don't shake their hand, and then they're automatically like, it's an awkward situation because they're trying to shake your hand, you're not, and now they don't know if you don't understand it, or if you just don't want to, or if you can't, and they've got all these things going through their mind that what's going on, and then if they try to talk to me, I can't speak very loud. It just kind of a snowball effect. I guess my hope would be that people in the church would be comfortable approaching someone with a disability and just trying to talk to them and get to know them, and not be afraid of what you might or might not know about them. And everything that God made is good and perfect. And I mean, there's a reason for it. I mean, I don't know why, but I've met a lot of people that I wouldn't have met if I wasn't disabled. So it all evens out.
Jesus always saw the person first, not the diagnosis or a label or a functional level of ability. Community begins when people reach out to get to know each other and share encouragement with one another. So here are some ways we can walk that out together. Start a conversation by learning the name of someone who has special needs in this church or your community. Seek out a caregiver and share some words of encouragement or affirmation. Let's put love into action by welcoming people of all abilities.